in Sunrise.
Hey, Wilson, how are you?
Yes, hello.
Hi, Wilson.
What's going on, Wilson?
Hi, how you doing, Giovanni? Merry Christmas, by the way, to everybody.
Merry Christmas to you, too.
Yes, Giovanni, I had a question. We're going under contract with a person right now. It's a home, single family, but in the contract they had a 10 days inspection period.
Mm-hmm.
And right now, we just going in the 9 days after they sign the contract and everything, but they still don't answer if they gonna repair the problems they had in the inspections. And I don't know if I send what I should do. I had to wait because we already sent the problems in the inspections, or we should send the cancellation, or what we had to do, because I had 10 days by contract, because it's a 6 contract, and we had the 10 days. What should I do in there?
So your 10 days is up tomorrow?
Yes.
Okay. And what are you looking for? The repairs to be made or a closing cost credit?
No, it's some repairs, and they don't tell me they're going to repair, or they're going to give me a credit for that, or they're going to give me, I don't know, the buyer asking for $10,000 because they have some problem with the roof, they have some problem with the electrical panel, so they had to fix it, but they don't answer. We already sent the report, but they don't answer yet. But I'm covered because I already answered and asking for that, or...
Well, basically, okay, so your inspection ends tomorrow, so really you have to do something by tomorrow to protect your buyer. Okay, so you're saying you're already contacted, they're not responding. So what I would do is I would prepare an addendum basically saying, like, seller shall credit buyer $10,000 at closing, have it signed by your buyer, and send it to the seller, okay? Please find attached send it to them, say, please find attached the addendum, seller credit and buyer $10,000 at closing. If you agree, sign and send back. If you don't agree, also attaches the cancellation. So send the addendum with the cancellation. So this way, if they sign it tomorrow, you're good. If they don't sign it, you're canceled within the 10 days, and your buyer gets their deposit back. So you're protected both ways.
Okay. So I had to send the cancellation too. Okay.
I think that's the best way to do it, because you said that you said you've been trying to contact them. So that, because once you pass tomorrow, then your client's stuck. So let's just say, you don't do nothing on Thursday. They say, no, we're not going to give you a credit. Your buyer can't cancel for that reason.
So you have to courier over?
No.
Until what? I had until what time tomorrow? Until 5?
No, till midnight. Midnight tomorrow.
Midnight tomorrow.
Yeah.
If I send the cancellation, if they don't answer, don't matter. I'm protecting my client.
Exactly. That's what I would say. So send the addendum. Like I said, please find attached the addendum with the $10,000 credit to buyer. If you agree, sign and send back. And then by midnight, let's say, if you don't agree, we are attaches the cancellation. So this way, you're covered both ways.
Thank you, Johnny.
Okay, no problem.
Wilson? Is he gone? He had a soccer ball named after him.
Yeah, right. And a volleyball.
Yeah, from FedEx. Hey, we're going to go to break, and we come back. Give everybody your phone number.
954-726-5580, 954-726-5580.
We're going to go to break. We come back. We have more with Giovanni Nicosia. And the name of his company is Supreme Title and Escrow. And is it this time of year people are having these kind of problems towards the end of the year? Is this
people are always having problems.
Wow.
Every day.
Okay, we'll be right back.
Supreme Title and Escrow Incorporated is a full-service title insurance agency offering lenders, brokers, and real estate purchasers a complete range of residential and commercial real estate title and closing services throughout the state of Florida. They also offer a full spectrum of escrow services from builder escrows, bulk sales, commercial, land, industrial, resales, and refinance transactions. Whether you are purchasing your first home, refinancing refinancing, or closing a multi-million-dollar commercial transaction in Florida, their escrow staff is ready to make your transaction happen. At Supreme Title and Escrow, their primary role as your title, insurance, and escrow company is to perform the necessary steps before your real estate transaction is settled so that you do not encounter any problems after the transaction is closed. Contact Supreme Title and Escrow today, as they recognize that any real estate transaction is a big monetary event in most people's life. Contact them at 954-726-5580. That's 954-726-5580.
And we are back. This is the Ask the Expert show. If you're saying, wait a minute, I thought that show came on from 5 to 6. No, we are now, this is true drive time, 6 to 7, and not only on Thursdays, but also on Mondays. We have the elite of the elite here in South Florida. We have legal, health, financial, and home improvement. We're with one of our elites, our experts, right now, Giovanni Nicosia, Supreme Title and Escrow, and the phones have been buzzing. If you've got a question for Giovanni, the phone number here is 888-565-1470. Give everybody your phone number again.
The office number is 954-726-5580.
Do you know there's people that are always buying their first house? Mm-hmm. Tell people what a title company does.
Okay, what our job is basically to protect the buyer, to make sure they buy a property with no issues. So once we get a deal, we do searches with the city, the county, the state. We look for open mortgages, IRS liens, judgments, code violations, water bill, taxes due. We look for, let's say, if they live in an association, to make sure no money's owed to the association, right. Special assessments, any violations. And if there are any issues that come up, we have to make sure we take care of it either before closing or at closing. So this way, when the buyer closes, they have clear title. And then what we do is we sell them insurance, what's called title insurance, that protects them for as long as they own the house. So if someone were to make a claim on the house for some reason, the title insurance protects them.
You've got a very important job.
Yeah.
You really do. Because first of all, there's a lot of searching to do to make sure there is a clear title. So people who've never bought a house for the first time, now finding out how important it is to have a title company. Now, there's different rules by county. So you can decide who the title company is. Is it in Palm Beach County or do I have it backwards?
Generally in Broward and Dade, the buyer picks the title company.
Okay.
Everywhere else in the state of Florida, the seller picks.
How did that happen?
I have no idea, truthfully. I have no idea. But we have an issue going on right now where we did a closing for someone, and their neighbors had some kind of dispute with their property, not their property, and they filed a lawsuit to clear title, and somehow their legal description got attached to the lawsuit, and the judge awarded their property to their neighbor by accident.
Wow.
Without them even knowing about it, because they weren't part of the lawsuit, nothing like that. It was just a mistake in the legal description. So now, of course, we're making a title insurance claim, and what's going to happen, the title insurance company will hire an attorney for them, the underwriter, to basically get this overruled, so they don't have to spend money on an attorney. They don't have to spend money on anything because they have the title insurance. But if they didn't have title insurance, they'd have a big problem.
Trouble.
Yeah. So sometimes we get people say, well, I don't need title insurance, But the truth is you just never know what can happen. Anything can happen that you don't expect. And so it's a one-time fee. It's not like homeowners insurance where you buy it every year. It's once you have it forever.
Okay. Hey, we got another call. Let's go to Tony in Plantation. Your name just made Giovanni smile.
The truth is you just never know what can happen. Anything can happen.
Tony's got his radio on.
Hello?
Hello.
Hey, how are you doing?
Hi, Tony.
Hey, how you doing?
What's going on, Tony?
Got a question for you, Giovanni. In Broward County, typically the buyer chooses the title company. what value do you bring to represent the seller?
Well, to represent the seller, basically, one, we review, of course, the contract before they sign it to make sure there's no issues. Two, we basically oversee whatever the title company's doing. One is definitely make sure they're not being charged anything they shouldn't be charged. Just recently we had one where they messed up on the tax prorations with the credit to the seller. It was like about a $600 difference where we caught it. And, actually we just had one too where in the contract it said basically the buyer pays all the search fees. And the title company was trying to charge the seller those fees. And it was like actually almost $650. And they were insisting that the seller had to pay that because that's usually what's standard. But we saw it in the contract that they put in there that the buyer pays those fees. So we made them move it over to the buyer's side.
Right.
But if no one was overseeing that, the seller would have got stuck paying it because nobody would have questioned
And
it.
they would have known different. I mean, the buyer would have known.
The seller wouldn't have because
Wow.
they would have set that standard fee. So basically, our job is mainly to make sure that they're not, being charged anything that they shouldn't be, and also if there's any issues that come up, let's say like when the title searches, if they do show title issues, it's our job to help clear it. So it's basically we work with the buyer's title company to clear it to hopefully ensure a smooth and quick closing, and then also of course at closing we see what they're signing, make sure they're not signing anything they shouldn't be because like we've actually had it happen before where it's happened, especially with actually bank-owned properties. Sometimes we've had where we've overseen the file for a buyer because with the bank-owned properties, a lot
The
of times
repos.
they make you use their title company, where they've actually tried to slide a lien over to the buyer and make them sign where they're accepting without them even knowing it's on that they're accepting it.
Wow.
Yeah.
Are there any honest people besides you left?
No, only Tony.
Yeah, so you can actually then, so you represent the seller in the transaction, and you actually can save them money.
Oh yeah, we definitely, because basically, if the title company normally charges the buyer and the seller a fee, but if we're representing the seller as an attorney, the title company can't charge them a fee, so they're not double charged.
Right.
And a lot of times, my fee, what I charge, is generally less than what the title company charges. So right there, they're saving money. And then with what else we do by overseeing everything, a lot of times we catch things. Let's say junk fees are being charged, where they're being charged. Let's say FedEx fees, when the title company's not FedExing anything. Things like that, which happens all the time. And so of course we get them to remove those fees. But every little fee adds up. You don't realize it.
That is amazing.
Yeah.
So your suggestion is always be represented by an attorney.
Yeah, definitely. It's always good to have someone on your side. Also, if there's like an escrow dispute, because the title company's supposed to be independent. It's not supposed to take sides if there's an argument over something. But the attorney can take a side of whoever they're representing.
Of course.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, cool. Hey, thanks a lot.
All right, thank you for
Appreciate
calling,
Thanks, Tony.
Bye.
Wow, that's amazing. How long does it normally take you to do a complete search?
The county searches we usually get back within 24 to 48 hours. What takes time is the city searches. Some cities are fast. Some could be 2 days. Some could be 2 weeks. Actually, for instance, the city of Miramar. Maybe I shouldn't say who, but what they do is when we're doing a closing on a property, we order a city lien search. They actually send somebody out to the property to try to find things wrong,
Why?
so they can make money.
You're kidding. The city
Yes.
does this?
Yeah, so they could say, for instance, well, this permit has to be closed. This is a violation. It's going to cost you this amount of money to fix this before you close. So before they send us the report, they actually send someone to the house to look for problems.
So our next show is an air conditioning show, and I kind of look back at our house. We were renting, but they were selling it, and we knew there was a problem with the air conditioning.
Mm-hmm.
It wasn't big enough for the house.
Yeah.
And we were told, keep our mouth shut.
No, that's wrong.
Because all these potential buyers were coming through. Now, they did have someone come and check the house.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if they really knew that air conditioning was really too small for the house. The person who's selling it has to say that, don't they, or do they not?
When you're dealing with residential property, you're supposed to disclose, any material facts that affect the value of the property. Air conditioning is a big expense. I would consider that
Yeah.
a material fact. A When you're dealing with, we're dealing with residential, you have to disclose. When you're dealing with commercial property, there could be like the roof could be completely damaged. You don't have to say nothing. It's like buyer beware. But with residential, you do have to disclose.
So what if they find out 3 months later that they knew about this air
They
conditioner?
could sue you.
Oh, they
But that's
can?
what I was trying to say with that one call from Karina with regards to that poll. You know, if it was something major, then it's probably worth getting an attorney and suing.
Right.
But if it's like $1,000 to repair,
It's not worth it.
it's not worth it. It's going to cost you more to get an attorney.
Wow.
You know, and then you still got to prove that they knew about it, that it was, so you may not even win. You know,
Not
so
worth
sometimes a lot of times people call saying, yelling and screaming that they're going to sue, but in reality, when it comes down to like when they realize what it's going to cost them to sue, then they.
Do all title companies have a lawyer as a principal like you?
No, you do not have to be an attorney to own a title company in Florida. Basically, you have to take a test to be licensed. But my personal opinion, I think there's definitely advantages that because there's always things that come up, whether it's drafting agreements. Sometimes I have to do like prepare mortgages, notes, whereas just the title company can't do that because it's practicing law. So then they would actually have to get an attorney to do that.
Exactly.
Or sometimes too, if let's say it's a person selling a house, they're in foreclosure, we go to court to delay the foreclosure. Same thing with a title company doesn't have an attorney, can't do that. So I definitely think there's advantages to have an attorney-owned title company.
Giovanni, give everybody your phone number and your website.
954-726-5580, 954-726-5580, and the website's supremeclosings.com.
Your office is in Davie, but you can handle property anywhere in Florida.
Anywhere in Florida.
Hey, this was like a fast show. We're going to go to break, and when we come back, we have our Envirotech show, our experts on air conditioning repair. We'll be right back. Thanks, Giovanni.
No, thank you.
Supreme Title and Escrow Incorporated